Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Oh, yes. Why do I feel like I haven't seen y'all in a while?
Happy Saturday.
Why?
Yes. Why do I feel
Why?
like I haven't
Well,
seen y'all in a while?
y'all know we was on a
Why?
cruise. Yes, we was on the Royal Caribbean, Utopia of the Seas. Had an amazing time. Yeah, so that's where we were. So it's good seeing y'all. Don't forget when you come in to please give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. YouTube, they loving these thumbs up. They loving these comments. Yes, they are. Yes, and don't forget when you come in, let me know what you're drinking on. Yes. I am drinking on some coffee. Yep. hmm And it's not sweet enough. I put me like a teaspoon of sugar and then like a little bit of the creamer. Yeah, so but it's not sweet, but it's good. hmm It's good. It's refreshing and it's helping to wake me up. Because when I tell you, I don't know if any of y'all experience this, but with me, every time we come back off a cruise, I'm extra tired. I don't know why. I just want to lay around. So that's why as soon as we walk in the door, I start doing clothes. Everything that's in my bag is coming out. Everything. I don't like to wait till the next day and stuff like that. I get all my stuff taken care of. So, but when I tell y'all, when I get that shower and I get in that bed, I could just sleep and sleep. And the next day, sleep. I don't know what it is, but I just be extra tired when I get back off my cruises. Extra tired. Yeah. So I'm going to say hello to my friends that's in here. Cheryl from Cruising is Fun Anytime. I seen you in here
My friends
earlier.
that's in here.
Thank you so much for being here, Cheryl. Thank you so much. I promise I'm not missing you today. But it's okay because they have a replay, and I understand because I miss stuff. We not gonna be on point here. So it's okay. But I am so happy that you are here hanging out with me. Florence. Hey friend, how you doing? Hey sis, welcome back. Thank you so much. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. It really is. How's everyone in the chat doing? Joshua, hello. How are you? Hey Antoinette, what you got going on today, Josh? What do you have going on today on this Saturday?
Hey, what you got?
Yeah, what do you have going on today on this Saturday? Clemson Tiger. Hello, my friend. How are you? So, listen, y'all. Let me ask y'all something. Okay, my husband, he keep bringing this up. So, he like that I'm not looking at the people. Okay. He said I be looking everywhere. Well, I do look down. I think I told y'all that I be reading the comments off of my laptop. I remember saying that. So what I do, I'm gonna try to read as much as I can up here on my phone. But when I look down, I'm looking at my laptop. I told my husband, I said, I see other people do that too. I mean, what is the big deal? You know, I'm up here by myself, so I got to make sure I handle my live and my chats the best that I can. I try not to miss nobody. I don't want to miss not one conversation in this chat. So you might see me looking down like I am now, but my laptop is right here. But what I did, I brought it over a little bit. And so I'm gonna try to look up but I will be looking down. Yeah. So let me read what Joshua said. I'm good. I'm struggling in Bronx. It's poor neighborhood. No eats and drinks and half shelter. What do you mean half shelter? Wow. Josh.
What do you mean half
Mm. Clemson Tiger, did you win big in the casino on last cruise? Let me get one more drink. So, what had happened was I did lose. I didn't do as bad as I normally do, but I did lose. So, the first day, okay, I had 700 what I used for, because it was just a 3-day cruise. So, it was 700, right? So, that first day, I think I might have used, I did 200 straight, 200. The first slot I went on was I think it was the hot pot that I went on? Might have been the hot pot. I'm not even sure. But anyway, I didn't win anything. I lost. I lost them $200. So then that was earlier. I went back in that night and I was playing the links, the fire links. Um the money that I lost, I won it back in like maybe 80 something dollars. So I guess you could say I might have been up 80 something dollars because I did win those $200 back that I lost. And then, well, of course, I wanted to continue playing. It was early, and I did not I did not want to stop playing. So I went to another machine. Um, I don't know that machine, y'all, but you know the one that do it have the dragon, the they have the 3 circles. See, next time I go on the ship, I'm gonna write these down because I be wanting to talk about them, but I don't know the name of the machine. But it have these 3 circles, and when it hit these, like say, like if it hit green, it'll send the green to the green circle, or the blue to the blue circle. I think the middle one was red because I one on was tiger, and y'all might know what I'm talking about. So it'll send it there. So I won like 300 and something off of that. So by that time, I had like 1,000. You might as well say, but 700 was my money. Okay, maybe I should have stopped right then after I was at that 1,000, you know. So I did stop that day, but then I went back in. I went in every day. I'm just gonna be honest. I went in every day, friends. Every day I went in that casino. And so the second day, I lose, win, but I was winning like $50 here, $40 here, you know, something like that, little bit of money. Then I was going on machines that I had never played before. Um, So I wasn't really winning. I was more so losing my money. So that last night I went in and I was up. I had 500. I could have came home with $500. But I kept playing. Oh goodness. I kept playing because I was like, man, I want my $700 back. Man, I want at least the 1,000 something, you know. And you know how that go. You go to putting that money in there. My husband say they watching you at that point. I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't know. But so needless to say, instead of coming home with the $500, I came home with $100. So that's what happened. Let me go back to the comments. Because you know what? I knew somebody was going to ask that question. I knew it. I told my husband, I said, somebody going to ask me how I did in that casino. Oh, goodness. Let me see. Okay. Okay. All right, so I answered that. Joshua said too much rent in Bronx and Brooklyn is poor condition. I bet I see some things on TV, you know, that it is. It looked like it's hard to make it there. I mean, for certain people, that's what it looked like to me. But anyway, Josh, I hate to hear that. Maybe I could buy you a coffee or something like that. I'll um I'll see you. You'll see me like after this sometime today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bachelor Brad. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Welcome. Welcome. Mm-hmm. Don't do bad drugs, kids. Well, appreciate that. But it would have looked better. Even though this channel is not about drugs, this channel is about cruising. That's what we talk about over here. Sometimes we get sidetracked and we might talk about football, but we don't talk about the drugs and all of that stuff. But anyway, being that you said that, it would have looked better if you would have said don't do drugs at all, because all of them are bad. So, all of them bad. So just don't do it if you're talking to the kids. But have you ever been on a cruise, Bachelor Brad? Have you ever been on a cruise ship like Carnival, Royal, or anything like that? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, let me know. What do you like to do for traveling? Clemson Tiger, did you get off ship in ports? Yes. And we ended up getting off in the Bahamas. So we was with my sister and her husband, my niece and nephews, because it was like a graduation thing that my niece just graduated from high school, and her parents did this for her. Yeah. So we all got off because we wanted to go over and get some crack cum, because some got cum fritter, some got crack cum. Keep in mind, like where I'm at, we don't get that kind of stuff here. So when we go to the Bahamas, most of the time we'll get off there and we'll get, go sit down at Bearded Clam. We used to go to Sharky's and we'll enjoy some cum. Yeah, so that's what we did. And we walked around and stuff like that. We also got off in Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and we went over to Chill Island. But when I tell you it was super hot, Clemson type, it was super duper hot. It was just too hot. I mean, if you get in the water, you should be fine, but we didn't go there to get in the water. I thought about it, but I was just too hot and it was irritable for me. So we kind of walked around a little bit. Then we found they got these blue benches that you could sit on and got a little shade. So we sat there, people watched for a little while, and then we proceeded to the cruise ship. We hung around a little bit, just the video and show some stuff. But then we went on back to the ship. Yeah, because it's so hot over there, friends. It's so hot. Yes. Yes, do that later on after you finish your live. Okay, Joshua. Exactly, host. Talk about cruise only. No kids allowed on the chat. Cruising, Clemson Tiger. Cruising is my drug of choice. I know that's true. That's all it takes. Yep, that's it. That's mine too. Yes, it is. That's all it takes. It's to get on a cruise. Yes. But we had a pretty good time. Utopia is a gorgeous ship. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start with our cabin. It was so nice. We had an inside cabin, but it was pretty big for an inside cabin, and it had the full couch in it. But it was so nice, friends. But The thing about that, when you have an inside cabin, you don't know like when the sun has came up. You don't know when you dock because you don't see anything, and you could sleep the day away. Literally, you could sleep the day away. Yeah. So that's the thing about having, an inside cabin. But it was really, really nice. Real nice. It was. Um, Let me see. Cruising. Okay, I read that. I read that. Yeah. So, and Joshua, thank you so much for coming in, for being a mod. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Let me it's echoing. Sorry about that, friends. Okay, let me go down where I was. Mm. Okay, cruising metro. Okay, yeah. So let me go back over here. Okay, so I answered all that. But the island, the perfect day at Coco. Okay, we've been there before. So it wasn't like a big deal with just getting back on the ship early because we've been there. Mm-hmm. And as I remember, we did get in the water. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me see how I can get this thing to shut up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, but we did different things. We went in the, what is it? The solarium. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. We went in there. It's so nice because we never went in there. We When we go on Roy, we just pass by. You know how you, because we on Utopia, you go through there. You can go out where the pool and all of that stuff at. And where our cabin was, we always had to go through that way, to get the certain spots. So we decided to go in there, and it wasn't hardly anybody in there. That was so amazing. It was so nice, so relaxing. So we got in the sauna. Yeah, we got in the sauna. There was a group of people that was doing some toasts and having a good time over there at the bar. And me and my husband, we just got right there in the sauna, and that's where we chilled at for a while. Mm-hmm. For a while. And it was just really nice. I think we went over our time because when you read the direction, it say for you to don't go past 15 minutes or something like that. But we were in there longer than that. Yeah. Clemson Tiger said. There's a restaurant next to Senior Frog that goes out over the water in Nassau. Oh, best conch fritters and conch salad. Hmm. Oh, at Senior Frogs. So where is this at? You talking about you talking about in the Bahamas. Yeah, I think you're talking in the Bahamas because I've seen that. Am I right? You talking about, yeah. And what, in Nassau, yeah, okay, yeah. I seen that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't you know we never really just sat in Senior Frog and just enjoyed the music. That's if they still do the music, because I know in Freeport they do the music. But we never really did that. It's called Luca Curry. Yeah. Yeah, we seen that. We sure did. We gonna have to try that one day when we go to the Bahamas, because we always in the Bahamas. But we like, have you ever went to Bearded Dragon? You ever went in there? Because it's like a laid back atmosphere. They playing like the music. They got the TV, but it's on sports, or news. They have like the tables with the umbrellas, like if you want to sit in that part. And then up under the thing, they have like the tables. But it's really nice. It is really, really nice there too. Now, Sharky's is nice also, and they have some really good food. But the reason why we stopped there, because we wasn't wanting all that food. We were just wanted the crack conch. And when we found out about bearded dragon, we just got attached to them, and we go, and we done been there so much till we know some of the workers. And a couple of the girls know us personally, you know. So yeah, we go a lot. But we're gonna have to try that. Thank you for that information. Because it's always good to try different stuff. Yeah. Um, okay, yeah. Never been to Bearded Dragon. Oh, okay, okay. Because it's like in the cut. If you keep walking the sidewalk and don't never look to the side, you'll pass it just like that. But down in there is where they sell different things, you know. They have different stores there. And when we went this time, a girl stepped out and said, "Come in here, let us do your dreads for you." I didn't even know they had a spot there that did it. I know the big spot, like soon as you get off the ship, where they do all the hair. But down there, I didn't even know that. And I was telling my husband, I say next time I might take them up on that if it's time for my hair to be done. Just to see how they gonna do it, you know, and just for a video, yeah. Saying I got my dreads retwisted in the Bahamas in Nassau. Yeah, yeah. So we went to some shows. I got my first video that's gonna come out Sunday, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'll be back on my schedule. Yeah, so my embarkation day is gonna come out. But we went to the shows. Oh my goodness. I thought Wonders of the Seas, the Intent show where they be swimming and stuff, I thought they show was good, which it was. But this one on Utopia, oh my goodness. But my husband say he think Wonders of the Seas might have been just a little bit better, but no. This one was better. Utopia. All of them was good. I don't even know if I could say one was better. You know, but they changed it up just a well, maybe not, because Wonders of the Sea have their way of doing things, and Utopia have their way of doing things. But when I tell y'all, it's so nice. And if the ones that done been on these type of ships, like Wonders of the Seas and Utopia, you probably already done seen that show. Yeah. But if you haven't and you go on one of those type of ships, make sure y'all go and see that show. Because when I tell you it's awesome, it is so good. When I tell you, you're going to pay attention from the beginning to the end. The only thing that made me a little nervous is when they walk in the rope all the way up there and they got to come across your head. I couldn't wait for them to get to that end and get off, because I didn't want them to fall and hurt themselves and stuff like that. But when I tell you they so experienced and they know what they doing, they must be doing a lot of practicing, because when I tell y'all that's so awesome, that is so awesome. Okay, never been on a Royal Caribbean ship. Oh, okay, so which cruise line you like? Is it Carnival? Or I mean, it's a bunch of them out there. Yeah, tell me which one you like, Clemson Tiger. Yeah, tell me which one you like. But we had another show, but we didn't go to it. That was the ice show. We didn't go to it this time. We was too wrapped up in trying to see and get some things done and get videos and just learn more about the ship and enjoy the ship, you know, and stuff. When I tell y'all, the food was so good. Just like I was told, embarkation day, the that first day, seafood. It was so good. It was so good. And I didn't overdo it either. I didn't overdo it. I think I had 3 of the lobsters, because you know they do the half of the lobsters. And I had some of they shrimp. I had some type of rice, garlic, some kind, but it was so delicious. Yeah, I had that too. But everything was just so good, friends. The food was just so fresh, so delicious, and they had oxtails. Oxtails. I haven't had oxtails in so long because they so expensive. They are so expensive, but they had them. They had plenty. Mm, so good, so good. The breakfast, oh my goodness, it was so good. Yeah, I don't have any complaints about their food because everything was so delicious. Yeah, it was so delicious. Mm-hmm. Um. Oh, hey Lee, how you doing? How's it going? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. It's good seeing you. Uh-huh. Um, and Lee said hi everyone. Mm-hmm. Okay, Carnival Princess Holland, America. We were just looking at that on TV. Okay. Hmm. I wouldn't mind trying that. Those are more of the upscale ships that Carnival have. That's what I heard somebody say. Yeah. But I know they are beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yes. Um, man, man, Mesra, what? I'm not gonna try to pronounce that because I might mess up your name. But hi, how are you? Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. It's MANSIRAWAT 3170. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Yes. When we come, we kind of talk about what we drinking on too. I haven't seen anybody tell me what they drinking on today. Y'all, I'm drinking on coffee. Mm-hmm. Clemson Tiger, is the ship's seafood better than your blue crab? Oh goodness. And you know, of course, I want to say no. Of course, I want to say no. I want to say mine is the best. But I don't know. I'm gonna say mine is the best because I cook it and I put all my seasons and my spices what I like. I like my stuff a little hot, you know. But theirs was good. I can't take nothing away from Royal Caribbean stuff. Yeah. They didn't have the crabs on there because I seen on one video I seen they had the stone crab legs. If they had them, I didn't see it. So I better not say they didn't have it, but I didn't see it. Mm-hmm. Because once I went to my lobsters, I was satisfied. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Man, screw. Look now. See. What are you saying, Dee? Okay. Chill T. Hey, my beautiful friend. How are you? Morning, Antoinette, and everyone in the chat. Drinking my first cup of coffee. Hope you had a wonderful trip watching and cooking breakfast. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's always good when you come through. Yes, friend. It's always good to see you. Yes. But yes, I had an amazing trip, and that's what I'm up here just running my mouth about. Yeah. Running my mouth. But I will tell you this, T. I went there with $700 and I came home with 100. So that's what it was. And you know what? I was saying to myself, I said, I ain't gonna tell them that I lost no money. I said, I'm not gonna even tell them. I was sitting there thinking, what should I say? And then I was like, you know what? I cannot get up here and lie. I run my mouth too much, and I knew it was gonna come out. It was gonna come out. Ain't no use in trying to hide it. It is what it is. Y'all, I don't know what the problem is with me. I do not know. But you know what? I am thankful that we don't have no casino like close around by me. I am so thankful. I'm so thankful. I am so thankful. Um, do you like blue crabs over stone crab? Yes. Oh, most definitely. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know if I would cook stone crabs. Well, I mean, if I was to catch them or something, of course, but just to buy a stone crab, because I didn't taste them before. They got a different a more earthy taste. It's different. Yeah. Yeah. But I love my blue crabs over any type of crabs. I do. hmm Even though they say they what the scavengers of the sea and all that stuff like that. Oh goodness. Yeah. What you cooking, T? You might not be still in here. Thank you. Oh no, but you enjoyed yourself so much. So that's what matters. Yeah. Yep, that's what matters. I get it right. I will get it right one day. I sure will. Yeah. So I talked about the food. The food was real good. From the first day to the last day. The breakfast, it was good. We didn't go in the dining room because I mean, Windjammer, they kind of make it hard to go in the dining room because they food so good. But oh my goodness, friends, guess what I had? I had a hot dog. I don't normally eat the hot dogs, not like that. But I had a hot dog because they got the dog house, and I had a hot dog. I only had one, but when I tell y'all that was the best hot dog, and I had got sauerkraut because I love eating that just just eating it. I had that on there and I had mustard. Yeah. And it was so delicious. It was so delicious. I was like, man, it's so good. When I finished it, I was like, no, I'm not gonna get another one. One is enough. And I had one just one, the whole entire cruise. Yeah. My husband, he had more than one. But he loved hot dogs. Yeah. And everywhere you go, people just talking about how good them hot dogs was, but they were so delicious. And then I had this ice cream thing from what is it called? Um it's that Chinese spot down there. I did a live, I showed it, and then it's on my I think it's on my video with her fixing it and stuff. But it was in a bubble cone and the vanilla ice cream. So I chose the strawberry one. But I didn't get the candy things on there. So what I did, she put the strawberry syrup on there, and then they have these long cookies. So she stuck two of those on there and gave me two spoons. But when I tell y'all that's so much ice cream. When you get that, it takes two people to eat that. Yeah, because you gonna be so full. And then the bubble thing that the bubble cone, oh my goodness. It's so good, friends. It is so good. When I tell y'all I ate good, I ate good. But when I got back home, I got back on track. Because it's hard to stay on track when you're on a cruise. But I did get close to eating at 12 o'clock because that's my time what I eat is at 12 o'clock. I was close, but it was before. So I have to realize when you're on a cruise, you're going to have to change up some things. Um, And Clemson Tiger, I'm gonna do a video real soon with crabs. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be on my Eat with Antoinette. I'm gonna do a nice video. Slurping them crabs and digging my fingers in there and slurping and all that. Cause I get down when I eat my crab. Ain't got time for no cuteness. You gonna see crabs everywhere. Everywhere. Because I enjoy my crabs when I get them. Chia T. She cooking. She got bacon, eggs, and toast. Standard breakfast item. Delicious. Did I miss you talking about the shows? How was the entertainment? Oh, that one with the water. I can't think of the name of it, but I'm gonna call it the water show. It was so nice. It was so nice. It had my attention from the beginning to the end. It had my attention. It sure did. Those are some swimmers. You hear me? And I know they be practicing. But what get me is how far up they be. And then they dive in that water all the way down there. But it was so nice. We didn't go to the ice show because we was, just a little wrapped up in what we was doing. When I tell y'all they got a nice casino, huge casino. The non-smoking over here and over here spreads out. It's huge. Yes, it's huge. Yeah. And then just the regular casino where they smoking at. And what I can honestly say, the smoke was bad, but it didn't overtake you like some do. And probably because it's a bigger ship, the air was pretty good because you'll freeze your behind off sitting in there in that casino. Yeah. But the shows was nice. And that was the only one we did on the ship. Yeah, that was the only one. Um, Charity, thank you. But oh, okay. Okay, I read that. Do you bring food and drinks on the ship? Mm-mm. We don't take nothing. We used to take our snacks. Like I used to have to have my candy. That mainly what I used to take, just candy, chocolates and stuff. But I don't do that. So if I do get some candy, I go to their shop and I get some. And I haven't even been doing that. But we don't take anything with us. We don't take anything because like on Royal, being that we haven't cruised them enough, we don't get like perks. We do get like complimentary cruises, but you got to pay to get a drink package and stuff like that. And my husband got that, and I asked him was he sure because he knew I wasn't gonna drink like that. The whole time, this is what I kept hearing. Man, I ain't doing this no more. I ain't doing it. And then he'll say, well, just get a drink for me. But I had already told him I wasn't. I knew I wasn't. Because that's not me. I don't be doing all that. But I did indulge in me some ginger ales. They had Seagram's ginger ale. It was so good, but it was strong. It's one of the ones, if you drink it the wrong way, you're going to start coughing. So I did get some of those. And I think I might have had 3 drinks that whole cruise. Yeah, I had 3. And that was it. So he wasn't happy about that. He was not happy about that. And then I didn't have nobody to buy, the drink and give somebody a drink and stuff like that around me and stuff. Because that would have been an option. But see, like with Carnival, we get free drinks all around the cruise. So we don't have to bring anything. Yep. Was the cruise out of Port Canaveral? Out of Canaveral or Miami? Port Canaveral. You know what, Clemson Tiger? We never cruised out of Miami before. Never. Never cruised out of Miami. But hopefully one day we do have one book cruising out of and it cruises out of Miami. It's on the Celebration. Down South Stitchers. Hi, welcome in. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Don't forget to tell me what you're drinking on, girl. I'm drinking on me some coffee. I needed that this morning. Yeah. So it was so much to do on this ship. Of course, if we was on a 3-day, so if you want to see everything and do everything on there, I told my husband we would have to do like a back-to-back. Get off the 3-day and get back on I think I seen they do like a 4-day and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but nevertheless, I enjoyed them 3 days. When I tell y'all, it was just such good fun. It was just so fun. I'm telling you. Relaxing, quiet, just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Great people, I'm trying to see something else what we did. Oh, one of my favorite things. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something about Royal Caribbean. They are so serious about you washing your hands. And I know y'all see all the videos, the shorts and stuff, where people video. The ones that they had on there this time, they were so awesome. They were so awesome. I did a short on one of them. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all go back and watch it. It's nice. It's nice. But they serious. They'll put on a whole show just so you can go wash your hands. Yeah, just so you can wash your hands. But you know what? I want to wash my hands. I want to wash my hands because we touching the elevator stuff. We touching the doorknob. I mean, you touching so much that other people is touching. You don't want to go in your mouth. And I'm gonna tell you something. I do this sometimes, But then I'm like, I don't want people to see me doing that. So I don't do it. But I have my hand sanitizer in my pocketbook. So when I wash my hand, I would keep a napkin. And I have a napkin. And when I'm in like the Windjammer or Lido Marketplace, I'm using that napkin to touch my utensils. Because I don't want to touch behind nobody. But then I was like, I don't want people seeing me doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do it anymore. I just make sure I put my hand sanitizer on when I get to the table, or something like that. But I don't know why people don't want to wash their hands. I can understand kids because kids are just kids. The parents got to make sure they do that. But they put on a show and I love it. I enjoy it. I stop and I watch. And of course, I'm videoing. Mm-hmm. Oh, washy. I know that's true. Uh-huh. Yeah. So yeah, it's nice. It is so nice. Yes, it is. It's so nice. But it was so pleasant. Our the person that did our cabin. Oh, she was a girl. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She was so sweet. Such a sweet person. So before, let me know how y'all do y'all tips. Like, so we gave her money before when we met her, and then when we got ready to leave. So what we did two envelopes, and he put what he wanted to put in there. I put what I wanted to put in there, and we left her the money like that. So, um, how do y'all do y'all's? Cause I'm wondering, like a daily thing. Should you do like $5 a day? So a 3 day would be $15, but we gave more than that. We gave well more than that. But I'm just wondering like what a daily thing should be. But I guess just basically whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. But she was so sweet. She did. But one thing, and it's not even a complaint. The bed was kind of hard. Yeah, the bed we had was like real firm, extra firm. So I had to get used to it. My husband, he didn't have no complaints, but I had to get used to it. Yeah. And there wasn't really any movies to watch, is what we noticed. Like with Carnival, they have a good bit of free movies. MSC did too. But this time we didn't really see enough like movies to watch. The movie channels, you had to pay for a lot of the things. But what I like on a good note, they safety drill when you go into that mustard state. I love it. I love the way they doing it. They still doing it the same way. You go to your spot. It was so laid back. You go. We was in the I think it's the wait a minute. It might have been the part where they have the comedy show or something like that. Yeah, I think that's where we was, and it went so easy. Mm-hmm. It went so easy. Then when we got back in the room, I watched it, on the TV. Yeah, but I like that. I like that versus when we was on the Venetia. I did not like the way they did a lot of their stuff. And they had us in this dining room, everybody in there. And when I tell you the wait time was so long, and then you got to kind of peek through the corner to try to even see the person that's doing your drill thing, showing you how to do your put your vest on and all that, which we already know that because we see it all the time. But I like to pay attention to mine and I like to record. And it was just rough. But I appreciate the way Royal still doing theirs, and hopefully it don't change, but I understand why they have to change sometimes. Sometimes things change. I understand that. Yeah. But I use napkins when grabbing utensils on cruises and hotels. Yeah, so like you unravel the napkin from the silverware. That's what you do, like that, or you have your own napkin on you. Yeah, because I want to do something, but I don't want to stand out. I don't want people to notice what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And be like, what's wrong with her? Or something like that. And I don't want that. Yeah, but I don't like touching the utensils behind people. I don't like it. But I don't want to stand out like that. Um TLT say love the washy people. There was a guy and girl on our last Royal Cruise. They were fun. Yeah, the guys we had was really fun. They was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Cruz Bolero. Hey, beautiful. Hey, my friend. How's it going? Happy Saturday. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so, so much. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you. Yep, I'm back. I'm sitting here talking about our cruise, which it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Thank you. And it's good seeing you too. Yeah, I was so happy to get up here. Cause the day we got back, I was supposed to have a did a it was my Monday, but I couldn't. I was like just so tired, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. But I didn't put up a thumbnail either because I wasn't sure what I was gonna be able to do. You know. So yeah, but it's good to be up here. You know, it's so good to be up here hanging with my friends. We had some good conversation going on. I was still talking about, this cruise we just got off of. Hey, Texas cruiser, howdy, girlfriend. Hey, my friend, how you doing? Welcome, happy Saturday. What you drinking on? I'm drinking on some coffee. Coffee, yes. I use their napkins. I am scared of the norovirus. Yeah, yeah. You know, um, yeah. I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to do something because yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna have to do nothing. I didn't do nothing this time. Yeah, I did not. But I will. I will rewatch. I missed the beginning. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you so much. Yes. Yeah. So, oh, and we went over to the, is it called lime and coconut or coconut and lime? Lime and coconut. So we actually went over there and I did. That was one of the spots I got a drink from. And I could not think of that drink you had, Cruz Bolero. So I got this drink. I don't know the name of it, but it was like a blue green drink. But it was really good. It He told me it's kind of like a Long Island iced tea, but not a Long Island iced tea. But it was good. It wasn't as strong as a Long Island iced tea. I can't handle that. But it was delicious. I could taste pineapple in there. I could taste coconut in there. So I did get that. Yeah. Because I wanted to experience it. Mm-hmm. Um, I had one of those CCA coffee cups. Oh yeah. Isn't it nice? Yep. Some of the best people. Yep. Um, yeah. So, oh, I got on the merry-go-round. Yep. I got on the merry-go-round. I made sure I got on that. It was a long line though. It was a long line, but it was fun. It was really fun. I I just like getting on there. I don't know. Do y'all get on the merry-go-round? And guess what? It was adults on there. It was adults and children on there. Yeah. I just love riding it. I really love riding it. Yeah. But I had so much fun. I don't know if I care about them elevators, but I mean they wasn't bad. They wasn't bad. They not as bad as MSC elevators. I don't think I seen any like MSC. They was okay. It was certain times when it took a while to get on the elevator. That's like when you come off the port and stuff like that. So, but let me see what else I left out. What else we did on that ship? We tried to do as much as we could. Yeah, we really did. But I love that the cabin didn't have no bad smell. Now it was like a zigzag puzzle. I don't think I ever learned our cabin them whole 3 days. Most of the time I got off on the wrong elevator. I mean, I got off on the right floor, but it was certain spots that you go and take because we was way, I think we were forward. Yeah. So that's why I like midship. What about y'all? Do y'all like midship? Because I feel when you midship, you kind of close to everything, you know? But yeah, let me see what else. Cause it was nice. It was nice. I'm trying to see what else we did on there. Um and at the ports. Bahamas was really nice. We was parked in a area where we never parked before. Yeah, we had a long walk. It was a long stretch, but I think I put some I got my steps in because we did a lot of walking. We did a lot of walking. Mm-hmm. And I've never been on the merry-go-round. Cruise Polari, girl, you got to get up there. It's so fun. I like it. I had the pony. Yeah, I had the pony. Coca Culture. Hey, friend, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Yeah. Let me see your shirt, Antoinette. Oh, okay. Not a problem at all. Yep. Husband. Oh, it got a ring right here. And wife. Got a ship. Cruising partner for life. Yep. You know what? I had got this shirt, ordered these shirts for us. It was for 1 hour anniversary cruises. And my husband, he don't wear his because he'll be like, it's not our anniversary. You can wear it anytime. It don't have to be just worn on anniversary. And and that's exactly what I do. Whenever I feel like putting it on, I put it on. Yeah. Okay, that's Joshua speaking. Thumbs up done already. Thank you, everybody. Thank y'all so much for thumbsing up. Thank y'all so much. Like and share. Double tap the screen. Share on community post. Cruising is fun anytime. Hey there, everyone. Hi, how are you? Hi, cruising is fun. Wear it anytime. Yes. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, everyone. Cruise Bolero. Cruising is fun anytime. I bought an anniversary shirt too. Yeah, I really like them. I really like these shirts. Yeah. So I only got a few more minutes up here. I'm trying to figure out something else that we did because we didn't. I told y'all we got in the sauna over at oh gosh, what is the name of the thing? Now I done been running my mouth so much, but I said it earlier. I don't forgot, but it's for the adults only. I don't forgot, y'all. It'll come to me. It will come. Yeah, but it was a nice cruise. It was really nice. So how did you like the seafood? Oh, it was delicious. It was delicious. I was focused on the lobsters. Yeah, it was a solarium. I think I'm saying that right area. And we got in the sauna over there. And it was just so nice, so peaceful. Just oh my goodness, it was so nice. I had me 3 lobsters. And I got the cold ones too. And it was so good. It was so good. Yeah. I didn't even get the butter, but it was just seasoned so well. And I got this rice they had, tastes like it had garlic in it or something. I had got that. And I got some of these shrimp. So I was very satisfied. I was very satisfied. Um, that was so nice. So nice. Yeah. But I talked about the water show. Oh my goodness. But you know, because you've been on Utopia, it was so awesome. It was so. One thing I was looking for them to do that they did on Wonders of the Seas was it's like so clear in the pool. Then after a while, they start coming up from up under the pool. That was at the end, yeah. But they did it different here. But when I tell you they put on a show, Every time I get on there, I want to see that show, which I know it has to be like on Wonders of the Seas or Utopia of the Seas or something like that. But every time I want to go and see that water show. Yeah. So what we did, you know how they be sending you your flyers. We get the flyers from Royal Caribbean. All our other stuff be on our phone from MSC. I get text messages from MSC, a lot of them, and then on the phone from stuff for Carnival. We just go in our stuff. So we booked we booked the cruise. So we got to get back on Carnival, and we booked the 8 day on Carnival Vista. So we're gonna go back on Carnival Vista. I think this would be like the third time. Yeah. So we're gonna go back on there. And the ports are Aruba, Curacao, and I think what is it? Is it Celebration Key? Celebration K? Something like that. I think that's the other one, the other port, which is the same ports we went the last time, but the days wasn't 8. I think that was like a 7 day. I don't know. It might have been an 8. But yeah, so that's our plans for getting back on Carnival, yeah. And then we looking at other stuff too. So, oh, okay, yeah, I answered that. Zach. Oh, speaking. Everybody's, yeah, they speaking. Yeah. So our debarkation day, it went good. You know, we didn't have any issues getting off. We got up early, bright and early, which is like what we do, and get on out of there. You might as well. The cruise is over with. But I like the way Utopia did theirs. You know, so we was in that area where everything else, I call it a mall, but we was in that area, and the girl say, oh, just put your bags right here. You can go have coffee, snacks, you know, that little coffee area. They have like the little sandwiches and stuff like that. So that's what we did. And we put our bags up there. I think where we was lined up at, we might have been like the fourth, because it was couple, and then us. Yeah. So we put our bags there. By the time we came back, that line was long, but we just politely went right to our bags, and it was still people staring at us. But oh, excuse me, I'm going to my bags. Yeah. So we went and got our bags. Yeah. Well, stood by our bags. So it went so smooth, friends. It went so smooth. I really, really liked it. I don't have no complaints with Royal. That was an amazing cruise. We had a good time. How was the casino? Oh, yeah. So I went in there. I had 700. That's what I had for this 3 day cruise to spend. And I came home with 100. Yeah, that's how it went. I broke it all down. Because I started not to say nothing, Cruise Valera, but I couldn't do that. But somebody asked in here. Yeah. I was asked that question and about the casino. So I went on and told the truth. But what I do know is that my next cruise, I'm going to Firelink, because I like that. I usually bypass Firelink, but I'm gonna go over there. Because that's a pretty good game, a slot to play, you know. So, but yeah, I lost at Cruise Valera. And in all honesty, that day before debarkation, I could have left there with $500. You know, I would have been down just 200. But I wanted to go back in the cruise and go back in the casino and play some more. So I went back in there and played some more, and I'd be darned. I'd be darned. And then this lady sitting beside me, and she gonna tell me, she was like, yeah, she say, I'm down so much money. Most people be concerned with taking money home. She say, but I'm not concerned with that. I'm concerned with having fun. And I'm looking at her like, I want my money back. I wish I could feel like that. But yeah, I do it every time to myself. I do it. I just enjoy playing but I hate losing. I hate losing, but yeah. I can't remember how many points I had, you know? I don't even know how many points I had. Did Angelo win any money? He did. Yeah, he did. And he played some slots with me. He played some slots. It was one fire link where I was at. I couldn't win. And then he sat down and he played and he won like almost $300. Yeah. And I was like, man, how come I couldn't win? Oh goodness, yeah, but he won that, and I don't know how much he won at the table. Because one thing about him, if he lose something, it's gonna take him a while to go back over there. And what he didn't like, he said it was like $25 or however you say that for that roulette table. It was $25. I don't know. He's not here to say, but on Carnival it's $10. So yeah, he didn't like that too well. And I always tell him, come play the slots. Yeah. So he did. He played a little bit, but he won. I think he did better than me. Yeah, he did better than me, Cruz Valera. Yeah. So I'm gonna stroll and make sure I didn't forget to speak to anybody. I'm gonna get off of here. Thank y'all so much for thumbsing up. Thank y'all so much for coming over and hanging out with me. Being back. Sometimes things move slow when you're out for a little bit, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all so much. I promise not missing you today. Okay. 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 Yep. I think I spoke to everybody. I think I did. Yeah. So y'all have an amazing day. I don't know how many people cruising right now, but I know it's some cruising going on right now. I can't wait for September. So we can get back on Carnival. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, friends. Thank y'all so much. And don't forget, if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so much for being here and coming over and hanging out. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. Yeah. Bye, friends. Bye.